We live in a politically bankrupt culture, and one of the principal themes of my campaign is to emphasize the extent to which young people have been systematically lied to and betrayed by the older generation. My generation went to community colleges. They didn't have to pay tuition, and now you guys are made to pay tuition. My generation was the ones that marched for the civil rights movement. Listening to these libertarians only affirms my suspicion that they're basically Republicans that want to smoke pot, and I think you confirm that here.
Talia wanted to know, are you able to make a difference? That's something a lot of people ask third-party candidates. Why are you running? Why are you running? You know you can't win. In the last debate, we were told that Jerry Brown is going to be the governor, which it seems pretty likely he will. But why do third parties run if you know you're not going to win? And what are the institutional, bureaucratic obstacles?
I do want to win, and I'm going to fight to win. Regardless of what people say, this is an important part of it. We do want to win, and here's the other thing. We're going to win whether we don't win. Because you know why? The issues not only going to be raised, but we're going to build a movement. What I'm saying is this. I got 200 volunteers now in the state of California. We're going to have a conference soon after this June 3rd primary of all these young people, mostly young, mostly students, come together and say, how can we build the movement? How can we keep campaigning? Because the issues that I'm campaigning on are going to be ongoing. No more poverty.
I suspect Rodriguez is as interested in the issue platforms that he wants to articulate as he is in winning. And probably, realistically doesn't think he does have a good chance of winning, but at least he can get his issues out, and he can build a career, and he can build it slowly.
They want to be able to build from one election to another, which often occurs in other Western democracies. But because we have a winner-take-all system and we don't have instant runoff voting, if you don't make it through on the first try, if the seed doesn't become an oak tree on the first try, they say, look, why should we cover you? The whole issue is totally absurd. The media bears a serious responsibility here. I went down to meet with the editor of the Washington Post in 2008 when I was running for president, and I said, Fred, his name is Fred Hyatt, I said, Fred, why aren't you covering me? I've been around here for over 40 years. I have a record of victorious support of legislation. We've put out all kinds of groundbreaking reports. I didn't come down here on a UFO. Look, we're not talking about an investigation into extraterrestrial space here. Why aren't you covering me? And he said, well, you want to know why, Ralph? Because you can't win. And I said to him, well, Fred, why are you covering the Washington Nationals baseball team? They're in the cellar.
Many third parties have been accused of being spoilers. What do you say to that?
Well, when third parties are accused of being spoilers, my response is, how do you spoil a rotten, spoiled political system to begin with? Either we're all spoilers of one another, trying to get votes from one another, or none of us are spoilers.